Top of the morning to you all, our listeners and our viewers. This is Let's Know Talk Show, a component of Daddy Joe concept where we give you factual insights and better understanding on things you ought to know, and we help you meet successful people you ought to meet. I am Wusu Joseph. Today on our show, we are having a role model, especially when it comes to photography. Can we meet you, sir?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ugumbi Delapo.
Oh, nice to meet you once again. So, briefly, can you tell us the nature of what you do, like what you actually do?
What I do is pretty straightforward. I am a photographer, and my work, I believe, is to freeze moments in time.
Wow, to freeze moments in time. So, can you actually tell us what actually inspired your passion for photography?
I don't think it is an inspiration. I think it's something I was born with.
Wow.
Why do I say so? My mom was a photographer, so I believe it was something passed down. So I just grew up loving to take pictures, and eventually I decided to sort a career out of it.
Wow. Like what you just said now, you decided to sort a career out of it. So how did you balance photography and career together? How did you balance it? Like how did you bring it to a commercial level?
I think before, most of the times, it is easy to have passion for something, but to convert it to the commercial part of it seems to be something tricky. But if you love something and you do it well enough, eventually you might not even have to decide before people start to pay you to do that thing for them. So for me, it was like when I started, what I just wanted to do was develop my skills, get better at what I do. When I take a picture, I want to know what I've done wrong and how I can do it better. And eventually, the more I continue to do it, the more people got interested in wanting to see what I have to drop next. And then the next thing I started getting was, can you take pictures of me? Can you take pictures? And then when you make money from what you love, you just want to do more.
Okay, is this what actually is your motivation for photography, or what keeps you motivated in wanting to go more into photography?
My motivation is simply that I love doing what I am doing. I love it. So that is why in between doing works for other people and taking pictures of, I always create time to create something for myself. That means most of the times when people start getting the money for photography, they just focus on how to please people, how to create pictures for people, what they want, and then they forget that they loved doing that thing before they started doing it for other people. So if you go through my works, you see that in between works for people, you see something creative. It is me creating time for my own self and thinking, I want to take a picture like this, and then I plan the shoot, I meet people to collaborate with me, I get models, and I do something that I love, not something that the client wants, just something for myself.
You do something that you love, not something that a client love.
Yeah, this is just for me. My creative process is just for me. Then when people see it and love it, they can now hire me to do something like that for them.
Okay, so what if what you actually love is actually different from what the client wants?
I would always have people that love what I want. It cuts across every aspect of art. If it is music, there are people that love Portable and don't like Wizkid. So it is the same in photography. My style of photography is what will bring people towards me. If you call me to come and take a style that I don't take, you won't get the best out of me. So my work, I believe, is I create pictures and I post. So when you see that picture and you love it, you come to me to come and meet me that I love your work. I want you to do something for me. not the other way around, that can you do the work of this person? I'm not that person. So it is my work that should attract people.
Now, based on what you have been saying so far, you have been mentioning things like my work, my work, my work. Now, how does photography as my work influence the community? What relationship does the community has with photography, and how has photography helped the economy so far?
Number one, my photography, my work, I believe, is supposed to spark emotions. If you go through my page, you'd see works that I did for myself. And when you read through the captions, they are interpretations of my work. They're supposed to spark something in you. So I believe my work is supposed to do that to people. And also, I am not just a photographer, I train people photography. So in between doing my work, I take interns and I teach them photography. Why? This is to equip them. I believe that if I can equip 2-3 people, they can also equip other people. So at least I can say so far, since I've started my photography, I've gone to teach more than 15 people, and I can confidently say that out of those 15 people, they've also taught other people. So that continues the tree. The more people I teach, the more they also teach people, and the people they teach.
It continues.
So that's community growing.
Wow, that's a nice one. So still on your work, because you were saying my work and my work. So what role has your work, photography, actually played in your own life personally?
Photography has changed everything, literally everything. The way I view everything, the way I view life, and I've gotten a lot of recognition from my work. Recognitions. I used to be someone who I prefer, if I'm in a gathering of where I'm not known, you would hardly know that I am there. I'm that kind of person. I don't like to be seen, but it is hard to not be seen with my work. I've gotten a lot of accolades, awards, photographer of the year in different capacities, and photography puts food to my table. Imagine doing what you love and earning from it.
Wow,
it is the dream.
It's the dream, exactly. So what's your advice for our viewers or our listeners that they are aspiring to be like somebody like Mr. Delapo, who takes photography as my work?
It's simple. If you love something, do it. Do it with everything you have. Do it like your life depends on it, because it does. In this country like this, all you have is what you can do, your talent, your skill.
All you have is what you can do.
If you're relying on the government to help you, hunger will catch you. So if you love something enough, do it. Try to get better. Get enough knowledge on it. You never get the end of the knowledge. You always keep learning. As I am still learning, and I will continue to learn. The day you stop learning is the day you die. Your work dies, everything dies. As long as you keep learning, you keep growing, and you keep seeing the faults and the things you did before and make them better in the next one you're going to do.
Okay, so for the benefit of our viewers as well, you're mentioning your page, so can you just tell us what page you're actually talking about? How can we get to your page?
I am KiahVisuals on all platforms, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. KiahVisuals.
Wow, it's nice having you. And so, able listeners, wow, it has been a wonderful session with Dolapo on the show. I was left with a quote by him. He said, "When you love something, then go ahead and do it, because what you are left with is what you can do." Wow, that's a very nice one that you need to have at the back of your mind. I remain Wusu Joseph. Till we meet again. Bye.